Hi, hello! Welcome back to Spelling's 5-Minute Build School. Today we're branching out from tree basics to groupings of trees. Let's look at groupings of trees. Copses and forests are basically the same thing happening at different scales. Forested areas have multiple parts. The highest part in a forest is the emergent layer, which has the oldest and largest trees. This means that since they have the best access to light, they tend to have the thickest trunks. The second highest is the canopy layer, which takes up most of the forest roof and has the second best access to light. Under that is the understory, which is made up of trees that naturally are either shorter or have been stunted by a lack of light. Last but not least is the lowest layer, the shrub layer. It has ground-covering plants and low bushes. No two forested areas have the same mix of emergent, canopy, understory, and shrub layers. Places where there have been agriculture tend not to have an understory or shrub layer. Jungles and scrublands are close enough to forested areas to be covered in this video. Jungles are basically forests on steroids. This is true for all jungles, both tropical, subtropical, and rainforests. They have a greater biodiversity than forests, which means they will have more varieties of trees and other types of plants. They still obey the same rules of the different layers that forests do. Scrubland, while not technically filled with trees, is made up almost entirely of the understory and shrub layer if you were to compare it to a forest. It tends to grow in dense patches with clear areas in between. Leaves in a forested area are mainly found in the most light each tree can reach. This means that the edges of the forested area will have much thicker groupings of leaves that can create walls of greenery with only the occasional opening. If your forested area has been there for a long time, rather than being just planted, it will not be a surprise to find fallen trees and stumps, as well as the occasional root. You might also decide to make clearings where an emergent or canopy tree once stood, or there is a natural feature such as a boulder or a pond that stops trees growing in that area. These can also be formed by emergent and canopy trees, choking out the competition and creating a dark and gloomy spot, much like the dark oak forest biome. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Bye!